on a positive note, you
Okay.
can talk about your recent trip to Europe. You were just there for a mutual friend's wedding.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah. So I went
How was
to
everyone?
I went to England for the first time. I'd never been before. I know. 28 years old, very uncultured. I'm a swine. But
Dude, there's so many people who never make it out of their hometowns.
Okay, fair enough. But I just went to England. We actually went to a wedding in the English countryside, which was like super far west. It was like near the west coast.
Pictures, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
the
it was.
thing.
So it was this little
The
town.
people, the event.
Everything was beautiful, but it was this little town called Yeovil, and literally, like, no joke, truly just the country. Like, it was so country. It was so hard to get like a cab. Like, there was like, you'd call a cab company and the guy that would answer the phone was the same guy that would come and pick you up. Like, they'd have like one car. Like, it was such a small town, and that's actually where we ended up staying. So I was there for like 3 or 4 days. It was Sacriel and Shannon's wedding. Some of you guys may know Sacriel. He's a streamer on Twitch. Shannon was his fiance, is now his wife, and I was lucky to attend, fortunate enough to attend their wedding. And I think it was like a week and a half ago now. So huge congratulations to them.
Heck yeah.
About damn time, Chris. God, it took them forever. No, I'm just kidding. No, they took their time, and it was a beautiful wedding. It was absolutely incredible. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We just had a good time. Oh my gosh, it was probably the most fun wedding I've been to. Like, it was just, it was. I mean, sorry about everybody else. I mean, I've been to some good weddings. I have. Okay. Ooh. Man, hopefully nobody's. Hopefully nobody's listening.
A few that I know. Sam and Justin. Haley and Rick.
Okay, Sam. Okay, no, they're all fun. They're all fun. I take it back. I take it back. They're all fun. That's true, dude. The more weddings I go to, the more I realize that just weddings are a blast.
Yeah, it's just a happy, like, celebratory time.
I'm in hot water. I'm definitely in some hot water now. If anyone's watching this, he's like, "Excuse me." Oh my gosh, Haley, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Haley. Yours was hands down the best, obviously. But no, it was a great trip. It was incredible. And then after the wedding, actually before the wedding, we went clay pigeon shooting, which I had never done before. Yeah, like actually, it was actually way easier than I expected it to be. And it wasn't like, I'll be honest.
Flex?
I went, no. Everyone was doing pretty well.
Natural. I was so good at it for the first time ever. I tried it, went out there, killed it, $100.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, no, I didn't. There was no money competition. Not everything's about money, Vernon. Sometimes it's just
if you try hard enough.
Well, fair enough. That's true.
Also, podcast is looking for sponsors.
Yeah, true. Skeet shooting sponsors.
Specifically clay pigeons.
Brothers to the End podcast is a completely different entity from GoldGlove and VernNotice. So, sponsors, we're completely open. Just, hit us up. But no,
you made it a whole trip. You guys weren't just there for the wedding. You stayed longer.
Correct. Yeah. So we did the clay pigeon shooting, which was awesome. It was like it was basically all the guys that were going to the wedding were invited. So we had a big crew. We let Sacriel win. They did have a competition towards the end. We definitely let him win. He wasn't the best, obviously. But it was his wedding. You guys, you got to let him win. But actually,
the big day all down.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So we handed it to him.
Good dudes.
But after that, we actually went to Glastonbury. We went up north, and we just we got into a van. We got a private driver, and he took us up. Not a creepy van on the side of the road, like a private driver. It was a big.
For those of you who are listening, I made a face that was questioning his van he was getting in. But thank you for clarifying.
You did get. It wasn't a free candy van. Okay. It was a private driver that we hired.
It's important to distinguish.
Yeah. And so he drove us north. It was like 2 hours, like a 2 or 3 hour drive. And we just drove and made stops. We stopped at this it's not a winery. What do you call it when they make cider, but it's not a winery. It's like a distillery, a cider distillery. That's what it would be called.
You got me, dude.
Yeah, so we stopped at one of those. Is a cidery? Is that a thing? A brewery? You know what I'm talking about.
We know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's distillery for cider.
Sit here and pretend I know what I'm talking about.
Which was really cool. So we stopped there, had a few drinks, had some cider. It was delicious. And then we just kept going, and we just kind of stopped at all these places. all these landmarks and just kind of did like little mini hikes and checked out the landscape. It's just beautiful, man. The English countryside is beautiful.
Heck yeah, dude.
And then we went to Glastonbury, got lunch, and then we went further up and we hit the city of Bath, which was incredible. Like I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Like I didn't even know anything about Bath. But it's named after the Roman baths that were actually built by the Romans back in, oh my gosh, I don't know the exact date. I'm not going to throw it out there. I was going to say 1700s too, but I was completely a long time ago. I don't know the exact date, so I'm not going to throw it out. But it's a hot spring, and it's incredible. It's just like you can actually walk through the original Roman baths. And there's like a giant tour. The city is just immaculate. 1700s is way too late, by the way, for Roman baths. But
jealousy is
that's why I didn't say it, chat. He did. Okay, please don't put this on me. I take it back. I'm not putting a date. A little too early. It was actually 1970s when the Romans invaded Germany.
Dude, I was gonna go with 1400.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about anything, okay, but the Roman baths, it was
anyone listening even there.
No,
how can you say for sure?
But it was absolutely incredible, man. Like I had never been to like such a historical city, like, and it was mind blowing, like the things that they accomplished way back when, and now to see the city like just where it is, it was cool. So it was a good experience.
I mean, for all we know, those baths could have been made last week.
That's true. It could have been a lie, dude. It could have been all a lie.
Yeah.
Could,
imagine.
And then
just
they got one of those
tourists.
They got one of those little clicky things from Men in Black where they wipe your memories. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it sounds kind of like a
shotgun.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a shotgun. I don't know what you're.
No, it doesn't. No, that's the noise I made, but it had.
But I know exactly. You knew.
Mind erasers.
I think everyone knew what you meant. So the thingamajiggy. I don't know what it's called. And then we finished off the trip. We went back and I spent the last day in London. I'd never been to London. Unfortunately, it was like the rainiest, nastiest, stormiest day. Yeah, I guess it's just like the Pacific Northwest. And we did like I was like, okay, I've never been to London. Let's do like a classic bus tour. So we did we got onto a double-decker bus. Couldn't sit at the top because it was pouring. So I had to sit underneath, barely could see anything. And we just kind of drove around London. And we ended up, I didn't even get to see Big Ben. Big Ben is covered in scaffolding and construction right now. It's like being remodeled because it was like tilting over. Kind of sucked.
The first time I went to London, I was able to see Big Ben. And then the second time it was like they were still doing construction on it. So it's been going for a while.
I know. So I didn't get to see it. But the food that I ate while I was there, oh my God. We went to a Michelin star restaurant, and then we went to a 2 Michelin star restaurant.
Stop.
Oh, my.
I saw the photos.
Fine
you guys,
dining.
You guys posted a lot of pictures on Instagram and stuff like that. I don't know,
we did.
It was rough for me being all the way over here,
dude,
not being able to enjoy it. I love food.
It was hands.
The most.
Oh, it was my best part. It was my favorite part. Excuse me. It was hands down my favorite part of that trip. No, obviously besides the wedding. The food at the wedding was immaculate too. Like the food that I ate in England was hands down better than the food that I eat in America. I mean, to be fair, we seeked out incredible cuisine while we were there. But like the English breakfast, bro, breakfast. You guys got it figured out in the UK, all right? That English, full English breakfast with a little blood sausage. Ooh, it's delicious. That black pudding. I agree. It's all good, man. I loved it. So I had a great time.
You had a good time.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
It was a good trip.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was gone for 10 days. It was 10 days without a stream, which is, that's like stream career suicide, bro. You can't be doing that. You know,
it is hard.
It cuts
and
you
it's scary.
deep.
It's stressful.
It is stressful. It's hard because
it's hard to make trips like that 100% truly enjoyable because you're stressing out over like losing followers, concurrent viewers, subs, everything. Like it's rough. It's difficult because like if you, let's say, and I'm saying a normal job for lack of a better term, but if you work a 9 to 5, like say a desk job, and you build up your vacation days. You can take PTO. You can take that time off. You get it paid off, and you can go on vacation for 2 weeks or 10 days or whatever it is.
But with
Still come back
streaming,
and get paid the same.
exactly, you come back and you just resume and you just start. Like nothing changes with your job. But streaming, you can't do that. 10 days away from streaming, man, that feels like eternity, especially to some of these viewers. Like attention spans are very minuscule. Yeah.
Non-existent. They just aren't, you know?
Yeah.
Even myself, like, dude, I'll be watching a stream myself, and as soon as, like, I don't know, they go to the bathroom or something like that, like I tab over to another stream, I'm like, I need constant entertainment.
Yeah.
All right?
I know. I'm
This
the
is
same
what I
way.
don't pay you for.
I know. I'm the same way though. It's tough because I think it's just kind of the world we live in. Like our minds are moving so fast. Like we're always needing to be stimulated. We have cell phones that are literally just at our, you know,
bro. You
at
can
our
order,
whim.
You could order a bed online and have it at your door in 30 minutes.
You can order
Like,
anything. That's what I mean. It's so fast now. Like our brains just like, dude. That was actually another thing that I really noticed when I was in England, at least in the countryside, is it moves so much slower. Like everyone is just moving slower. It's so peaceful. So
that might have
peaceful.
been one of my favorite things about London in general. It was like, I think we were there on like a Thursday. It was just a regular Thursday evening, and we were looking for somewhere to go to eat. Yeah. And you would not believe how hard it was to find a place to eat, because their like normal day is they get off work and they go to the pubs and the bars, and they just go hang out and just have a pint with the boys.
Yes,
and
they do.
Hang out and drink and like just enjoy each other's company. And I was like, I can't believe how popping it is on a Thursday. Like
it's always popping, dude. Every pub we went to was like, it was pretty packed, which was nice.
Yeah,
dude, they just have a good time, man. It's a different culture over there, but I wish that America kind of had a similar culture, at least try to make a change in that way, just because I feel like in the US especially, it's like you go to your job and then you come home, and like 80% of people, that's a random statistic, by the way, I'm just making that up on the spot. 60% of all statistics are made up.
Please don't fact check us.
But I feel like so many people are just like, they stay in their little bubble, you know, because we're so busy. Everything's moving so fast. Like it was so nice. It was just so much more calm and peaceful, and I loved it. It was truly a vacation. Obviously, we're back to the grind, you know, back to the real life. But I'm really glad I went. So it made me feel a little bit different about coming home too, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's good. I'm glad. It sounds like a very positive experience.
It was. Definitely was.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that was my England trip. I had a blast. Also, a huge shout out to Sheriff Eli. I met the man, and that dude is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. I mean, obviously,
he's the RPer. He's a Twitch streamer.
Yes,
he RPs a lot of GTA RP right now. I've heard of him. I haven't met the man myself.
Oh my god, dude! I have like few people have made me laugh. Too? Yeah, Sheriff Eli is his Twitch channel. Like a lot of people are funny on stream. You know, they can get into these characters, and his RP is incredible. But the dude is actually just so funny in real life. I had a blast hanging out with him, so I had to just give him a special shout out because he was such a good dude. And we hit it off, bro. We hit it off. He's a good guy, so I had a blast hanging out with him.